Hey there, it is 6:52 on May 3rd. I am hitting trail. Woke up early, I didn't look at my clock, it was still dark. I probably should have. But then when I finally looked at it, it was like light all of a sudden. It was 6:30. Got Boogie's stuff packed just to get on trail. I got 8 miles to go to get to Pearisburg. And then I'm getting picked up by a shuttle, going to the Angels Rest Hostel, where I'll spend the rest of the day and a full day tomorrow off. I'm going to resupply. I'm going to get my clothes cleaned, showered, shaved. I am going into town to enjoy, I think there's an all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant. There's an outfitter. I'm going to try to fix my mattress. If not, I'm getting a new one. And maybe I'll ship this one home and see if my wife can find out where it is. But that's my motivation for today. I think I got a climb. I may be right ahead of me. And then it looks downhill. So fingers crossed on the trail today. Could get a little bit more water. And that's about it. So then I should be able to upload. I got like 4 videos already to upload. This will be number 5. So get all that out of the way. And guys, please consider donating to my charity. I'm putting in all the hard work here. I'm putting the legwork in. All the work of doing all the editing and filming and all that for your enjoyment. And I hope you can show some appreciation by maybe dropping a $10 donation, because over 100 subscribers, that would put me over halfway to my mark, and I would appreciate it. So think about it. Thank you. So I was just thinking, it was a week ago this time, I woke up with snow around and on my tent, and my wife was going to be driving to meet me the following day, and I was so aggravated with the snow that I decided I was going into Damascus and take a Nero. So I was going to try to time it so my wife would be able to come get me. But she got in like at 5:30 on Wednesday, which I could have timed it. It's only like a half hour to Damascus from Chihuahua. But I was just so aggravated with the snow again. I'm like, I don't care what it costs. I'm getting a room. And Crazy Larry's, I think I stayed at. And don't regret that at all. It's one of them days. So it was a week ago. I was basically doing the same thing I'm doing now. And the only difference is I'm not having any visitors, but I've been hiking. There's the other weak stream, I guess, right there if you want water. By the time I get to town, I would have hiked, it looks like around 134 miles without a day off. So if you think that's easy, give it a shot. But I'm taking a day off. Can't wait. Alright, as usual, I have to make a correction. It wasn't a week ago I was dropping into Damascus. It was 2 weeks ago I was dropping into Damascus. Because my wife stayed from Wednesday to Wednesday. And then she dropped me back off of Massey Gap. As you guys can probably see in that video, Back on Trail, I think I titled it. So that's a correction. It wasn't a week ago. That's it. We continue onward toward Pearisburg. And a much needed, much anticipated day off. Let's give you guys a view. There you go. Not too shabby. Except for the power lines. All right, here's something people don't show you. So back there in the woods, had to do my business, and for some reason a lot of hikers, they don't go way off trail to do their thing. Probably how that guy got lost on the approach trail. He couldn't find his bag. So what I do, you'll see there's my bag, lean up against a tree, point me in the direction of the trail. And just past that leaner tree, I pick out a landmark. My trekking poles are in front of that. So it's like steps to get back to the trail so I don't get lost. As long as I keep the visual on those things. And I was also looking, there's that strip tree, so the trail's right there. So I just use those as focus points to make sure I get out of the woods. Yeah, so there we are, safely back on trail. But there's a big article somebody put on the 2020 page about, you know, they're coming out with these new pooper bags for humans, where you would put your excrement in that, and it would decompose it, and you pack it out. Because they said with all the hikers there, the cat hole method, they supposedly studied it, and you still get E. coli or whatever, I don't know, but you know, so they're coming out with these new ways. But I go way out into the woods, because you know, I'm already out in the woods, so why is this going to scare me to go further out in the woods to do my business? And some people is, you know, you'll see their pee, toilet paper right on the side of the trail. I'm like, seriously? You just climbed a mountain that you can't climb, you know, 50 feet at least off trail to leave your mess? But I digress. I can only do what I can do. Valley below. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a house way down there. Cool. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you can see it. That's my shirt every day. My hat gets that way too. It's all the salt from my sweat. Looks like I have a tie-dyed shirt on when it dries out, so I didn't realize that till one day I looked at it. I'm like, dag, man. No, I do look like hiker trash going into town looking like that, but oh well, as long as they don't care. It's a merino wool t-shirt, so it's very breathable, and it's supposed to be good for absorbing, you know, moisture and odor. So I guess someday I'll have to ask somebody if they can smell me, see if I smell like a fresh new daisy. I doubt it, but you know, there's always hope. I guess I can consider this training for Pennsylvania, because I hear that's gonna be a whole different ball of suck. It's gonna be like, I don't know, half the state, I think. I'm not sure. I'm like, I hope there's some reprieves in between, but I'm like, where are you gonna camp? Okay, that way's the way we're going. Oh, check this out. Wow. Wow. I am on the edge of a cliff. And maybe there's Pearisburg. Could be. Wow. It's one of the better views I've had in a long time. Look at those rocks. I probably hiked that range, I'm not sure. They all look alike after a while. I just hoofed it 2.2 of a mile down here to a spring. I'm gonna fill up, camel up here. Well, you can see where this campsite's here. If I was not planning on going into town today, I would definitely camp here. Water source right there. All right, getting back on trail. So that's 2 tents. down, 2 tents up. Wasn't a bad up. Nice little place to camp, get water. However, with that being said, had I carried more water with me in my CNOC bag to my tent site yesterday, I probably wouldn't have stopped because, you know, I'll be in town shortly. And for the most part, with what little I had left in my bottle, I'm not gonna dehydrate to death hiking to the town, so I could have just kept on going. But you never know unless you go. And fortunately, that wasn't one of them ones where you're just zigzagging for a half a mile down to get water. I'm like, nope. If that's the case, I would have just kept on keeping on. Not hiking half a mile down, half a mile up, just to get water. I'll just do without till I get to the next source. The only thing is, the sources I've gone by today so far have been really sketchy. I mean, there was one that I cleared the leaves out of. I could have sat there and easily, not easily, but I could have got my cup out to fill my CNOC bag, to fill my bottles. But like I stated, I'm heading into town, so these bottles will probably still be mostly full. I only filled 2 of them. They'll still be mostly full when I get to town. I'll just throw some of my electrolytes in them and enjoy them later. What are you doing? Can you believe this, people? This is like 15 feet away. 15 feet away. We're going to enjoy this moment. This is the second day of seeing a deer on trail. This is amazing. If I could see a bear like this would be awesome. I am literally "15 feet away. That thing couldn't care less. Not sure what it's eating. Could be oak. Man, if it would come over to me, I'd pet it. I just happened to look to the left because it looked like it was like a camping spot. And I saw it. Just sitting there. No, I didn't think I was going to have a very long video today, but you guys don't mind looking at a deer for a little bit. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom with Marlon Perkins. We're out in the woods today, people, and we're looking for the elusive white-tailed deer of Virginia. If you see one, please let me know. Let me know in comments. I know, I'm an idiot, deer. You don't have to tell me. Alright. I think I'm gonna mosey. What do you think? Think I should go? You gonna come over here? Come on. Promise I won't bite. I'm not gonna feed you, so that's just wrong, but it's pretty cool though. Pretty cool. I spooked it a little. He's eating the rhododendrons. I'm gonna give it its space. We got some good footage though, isn't that cool though? You're welcome, people. Wow, look at this. That's a cool little spot. Any spots you can get out of the sun and, the heat of the day. Maybe you can snooze in some of these places. I often thought of that, Find a little nook like that, you just set up your, whoa! Set up your sleeping bag, like right there, check that out. Well, how nice is that? You get out of the sun and it's flat. Probably flatter than most campsites I've found. Do some cowboy camping. What we got here? We got a sign coming up. It's a sign from above. View Rock, Angels Rest View Rock. New River, Route 634 is 1.7. I'm not sure if that's the road I need to go to. I might check this out. I don't know if I'm gonna climb that or not, but another rock there. Suppose you could climb that. Not sure how you go about climbing this one. Suppose I'll check the other side, but I think the trail goes that way anyhow, so go back around. This is wicked cool, man. I'm gonna tell you, that goes somewhere else. It's a Blue Blaze, not where we want to go. Oh, this is beautiful in the shade. Holy mackerel. All right, came back around here. I suppose you could try to climb that. I am not going to. I'll find you views other ways, but down there's the big city of Pearisburg. Interesting. It's a tower. Almost looks like some sort of crane end to it. I wonder if they used to drill here for oil or something. I don't know. Should I climb it? Boy, it'd be sketchy trying to climb that without a safety belt, that's for sure. The things you find in the woods. I thought it was gonna be like power lines. Okay, so there's where they climbed it there. I see the pegs. Cool, man, that'll give you some good views. I don't have a safety belt, so I know better. Hey, you got all these flowers out here. And they got a little fragrance to them. Kind of nice. Kind of like how I would like to smell at the moment. I will shortly. I will shortly. I'm timing it out. Should be out of the woods 10, somewhere between 10 and 11. Because I know, like, check in for they really don't care when you get to these hostels, but like as far as your bed, I've been some places where my bed was ready, or they had another one like at a hotel. You know, and you say, hey, I don't care if it's a king or a queen, if there's a room available, I'm ready. Stuff like that. But yeah, so I guess I don't know the hiking rules. When I'm done today, I think it's gonna be around 8 miles. So I mean, technically that's a day of hiking. It's not a big day, but then I'll go into town and I won't hike the rest of the day. So I don't know if that's a Nero, because then I'm having the 0 the next day, which is a total day of no hiking. So this will be cool. It's like being off for a day and a half. Not quite a weekend, but enough. Wow. Man, the tolerances they get away with in the woods, apparently. There should be another pole here. They should put, this is only phone line. That's a couple, probably 400 pair cable in there. That could be a 200 pair. No, not 200, maybe 100. Phone cable. Man, one pair of snips and you can put a lot of people out of service right there. Poor phone guy would have to hoof all the way up here to take care of business. But I no longer do that type of work. That was an interesting part of my working career. You have to act like a detective all the time, try to figure stuff out. But I'm sure they don't pay as well as they used to anymore. And, you know, I'm looking to retire in like 2 years, or, you know, if this economy gets back and my IRA gets back up top, I can tap into that money. Actually, this month I'm 59 and a half, so I can tap into the money without penalty. So that's cool. I can retire now. Dang it, I'll retire now. Just keep hiking. Alrighty, I just crossed over Cross Street, I think it's called, 9/10 of a mile to get to Route 100. And then I make my call or text to Angels Rest Hostel. I just saw a sign with an arrow pointing back up trail. It says Angels Rest. I'm like, huh? So I looked at my Far app, and that's just a trailhead. So, because the hostel is Angels Rest Hostel, I believe. So that kind of confused me. There was a sign on the post here that talks about local hardware store with all kinds of resupply. But I know there's a outfitter, I think, right next to the hostel, very close enough walking distance. And there's a Walmart. I don't know if that's walking distance. That's kind of a little bit far. I'll find out when I get there. So, you know, obviously Walmart might be cheaper for certain things than an outfitter, but an outfitter may have the better dehydrated foods I like. But we'll see. I know Walmart has the Mountain House, which is what I like, but there's a still trying to find that bread pudding I had from the Knock. If I could find that, I'd be eating that for dinner for a while until I got sick of it. It was so good. So I can hear the traffic. Actually, I can see the road. Just gonna keep following the path of flowers. Wow. Refreshingly cold. Don't worry, guys, we'll get to it soon enough. Don't worry about that. He's probably dead. Want me to lick it? I'd say it could be old phone line, but I don't recall seeing iron wire set up like that, so I'm gonna say that was an old feed, long time dead, but it'd still be nice they come over there and snip it for you. And for some reason the trail decided to hook left and go off, and now it's going around this bridge. You know, the road's down that way. Could have easily poked you out. And I did see, according to my app, I am heading to Route 100. Showed a Hardee's, so I don't know if I want to call for a shuttle from the hostel or, you know, walk into town and see what's there. It's one of those tough dilemmas when you're through hiking. You know, you just gotta make those tough calls sometimes. We'll see. Oh, just met a young local guy. He was telling me that there's a food line next to where I'm at, so that'll be good. I can do my resupply there. Alrighty. So here's my dilemma with this. Got one hole in the bottom there. I got 3 holes in the pillow. And of course the patch kit says you need glue. So it doesn't come with glue. I'll give you a tour. Here's the laundry. Backside, this is the kitchen area. All the utensils, everything you need. Tells you to mark your food. If not, you know, goes to the lowest bidder. There's some ice cream in there. Over here's where I'm doing my laundry. As soon as that's done, it's going in the dryer. And it's still doing its thing. So, gotta wash my utensil in my bag, so on the upside, The bathhouse. You get nice shower facilities. See if I can show you one real quick here. There's no one in here. So it's all nice. Your showering convenience. There's like a group house there with fridge and full kitchen. Stores over there. So here's a bunkhouse where I'm staying. Looks like it holds about 20 people.
That's all, folks.